Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Caffeine Queen Crafts, and welcome to my worst nightmare. Be prepared for so much whining. I have been dreading this moment. We are kitting up, keep it trashy. I unboxed this kit a while ago. It is for a very specific event, and it is a marker of how much I love my friends, that I'm going to diamond paint my first ever diamond painting with a totally solid background color. And so much color blocking, I want to weep. So, this is from Fallon Gems. It has 38 colors. And more color blocking than I have ever seen. I have been dreading kitting this up, but it is a holiday gift for people that I love. I don't actually need this lid, so I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm gonna get into it. I will link everything I'm using down below in case you're interested. I have the Forever Young tray, in addition to the kit from Fallon Gems. I have the Forever Young tray and the Diamond Art Club storage system. I will link everything down below. If you decide to use one of those links, I may make a small commission. We're going to get into this. And I'm sitting here, and I don't want to open these drills and start, but I have to. I really have to. This is a circle canvas. It is 40 by 40, I believe. Yeah, 40 by 40. And by circle canvas, I mean the drills are circles. I'm just going to sit here and continually, this right here. This is why I am full of dread and anxiety about this kit. I am just going to sit here and remind myself that I love my friends. I love my friends. I love my friends. They will get a huge kick out of this kit. And I love my friends. I'm just breathing into the bag to help with static. Whoa, I did not close that all the way. You know what? We're just going to dive in. Because we sort of have to, now that I have spilled. All right, I think I missed a bunch of intro stuff. My name is Sarah. This is Caffeine Queen Crafts. On this channel, I diamond paint, and we are here with a WIP and chat, or technically, I guess, a kit up and chat, where I'm going to talk at you about life while I kit up my next project, because I only have 5 sections left of my current project, which is also a Christmas gift for, not friends, but a sister. I also say friends plural because this is going in a gift exchange. We have a holiday tradition where we meet up in January and we exchange bad gifts. We call it Witchmas, but with a B. So this is going in, this is my contribution to the gift exchange. Because a lot of my friends, they're all teachers like me. They're all obsessed with raccoons, skeletons. They like inappropriate things. This is 3811 is this color. So let me find that sticker, 3811, symbol Z, the background color, aka why I'm dreading this kit. And I will obviously be contributing this kit, and I haven't decided what else. Probably some garbage, because, you know, it's keep it trashy. So my plan, I guess, is to throw this kit into a bag with some trash to keep it trashy. And my crowd of friends will find that amusing. Also, if any of them are watching right now, then they have spoiled this holiday surprise for themselves, which is totally their fault, because they know that they're not allowed to watch my channel. Well, actually, they don't know, but they've forgotten that I have a channel. Because why would they remember? Because my channel is so small, it's basically non-existent. All right. Let's just keep going. I'm just going to grab random colors, and we're going to see where we're at. 154. Symbol 3. 154 is actually a favorite of mine. I'm not just going to grab random containers. There's a system to the containers. This looks like a pretty small amount, so we're going to put it in a small container. I am not going to have enough colors in this kit to fill this whole container, but I don't know. I'm going to be working on this project probably for a while, so I wanted it in one of my preferred storage containers. Oh, I forgot. Normally I put down washi on the things to make the kitting down process easier, but oh well. Why would I want to make any part of this process easier, guys? The answer is I don't, because apparently I'm just torturing myself here. I'm going to be whining a lot in this video. See, and this feels like a lot, so we're going to do a medium container for this amount. I don't have a system for when I pick medium versus large containers. I just sort of pick. This is a very nice coral, though. I like that coral. That's symbol number 1, so that is the color of the trash can. Yay! The trash can is also a huge amount of color blocking that I am dreading. If you're new here, I really prefer confetti to color blocking. So this kit is like my nightmare, but it's just too perfect for my friends. So it just has to be a thing. And we're just going with I love them. And should any of them ever watch this, I hope that they take it as evidence of how much I love them. All right, let's get into, this is more, no, that's 152. That was 151 before, this is 152. Let's get into updates. So, I am kitting up Keep It Trashy, obviously. But I have not finished Left in Ruins. However, I only have 5 sections left on that kit. And I like to have what I'm going to work on next kitted up before I finish whatever I'm working on. So, we're getting ready to do what we do. And to diamond paint, which I always just appreciate. $37.99, that's that dark gray. That's another small one. All right, life updates. It's Monday tonight. It's November. Still can't kind of believe that. It's the 2nd week of November. We are officially entering late fall. It was cold today. Some of the trees are even bare. Most of them still have leaves, but they're in the orange-yellow stage. There's not really a ton of reds left over, which makes me sad. Because, I don't know, red is my favorite fall color. But what can you do? So, that's where we're at with that. And then, I'm not working tomorrow because of Veterans Day. And my daughter, Holly, her daycare is still open. Because I think I might be the only parent at that daycare that has tomorrow off. So they're staying open, you know, to better serve their clients. And I decided, normally, I keep her home with me, but I kind of decided I needed a day to just sort of do what I want to do. And what I want to do is do a diamond painting challenge. Because it has been not a minute since I've done a diamond painting challenge. But there aren't a lot of good opportunities to do a diamond painting challenge when you're a single mom. So I thought I would take advantage. And I'm going to do a 8-hour diamond painting challenge, where tomorrow I'm going to try to diamond paint for 6 hours. Not 6 hours, 8 hours. I'm going to try to diamond paint for 8 hours all in one day. great use of my time off, I know. But it's what I want to do, and it's what I think would make me happiest. And it's possible, probably not, because Left in Ruins is the exact opposite of this kit, in that it is computer rendered and it is pure confetti, like just confetti for days and days and days and days and days and days and days. So I don't think I'll be able to finish 5 sections of that kit in 8 hours, but just in case, I thought it would be smart to do my WIP and chat tonight as a kit up and chat. Hence why we're all here. So here we are, kitting up and chatting. But yeah, I'm off work tomorrow, and I'm not gonna say I wish I wasn't, because I am gonna appreciate having this random day off, but I'm not gonna be a happy camper on Wednesday. I've been calling Wednesday this week Monday Part 2 Electric Boogaloo for obvious reasons, because, you know, it's just Monday Part 2, and today felt like Friday. I had actually some students today say to me, hey, so like, since we don't have school tomorrow, that means today's prize box day, right? Because Friday they get prize box. It's prize box day, where if they've had good behavior, they've earned the punches on their punch cards. Oop. I talked about this color a lot in my unboxing. I love this color. Like, look at that AB. That AB, the shine on it is like phenomenal. I love that. I just love that, guys. I love that. Anyway, I'm distracted, but oh, that's a fairy dust. That's a nice fairy dust. Anyway, and obviously if there's no school on Friday, then they get the prize box on Thursday. But they were like, well, since there's no school tomorrow, we get the prize box today, right? No, you do not get the prize box today. That is not how that works. You've been here one day. You have to earn at least 80% of the punches on your punch card over the course of the week to get the prize box. That prize box has actually become very important and somewhat infamous in the school. But my prize box, I don't know what to say. My prize box just matters. And that's ultimately a good thing. Fairy dust. I was thinking about Peter Pan whenever I say fairy dust. Although I saw a skit from a comedian recently who was like, hey, I think Peter Pan might have been the villain. And I'm like, yes, he is the villain. There was a book by something Brahm. I still own it. About Peter Pan as the villain. And after I read that, I was like, you know what? He is the villain. It was called Child Thief. If I remember to, I will link it down below. It was very gorgeous. It was like an illustration book, but it was also one that just like, that one messed me up. And I read it as an adult. So, not a children's book, but very good. So if you've always found Peter Pan to be a little bit sus, I highly recommend it, which I do find Peter Pan to be a little sus. All of this because of the term fairy dust. And I don't think that's even the term they use in Peter Pan. I think in Peter Pan they call it pixie dust. I'm way off topic tonight. Anyway, no work tomorrow, no baby tomorrow. Just 8 hours of diamond painting and ignoring all responsibilities. So, looking forward to that. Can't wait. What else is going on? We didn't really do a lot this weekend. Holly had tumbling class, which, you know, is nothing new. We talk about tumbling a lot. She still loves it. She'd still move into that tumbling room if I would let her. She would move in there, and I'd support her in that. Not really. Not really. Tumbling is like a workout for me because I gotta run around. I gotta chase her. She likes to run hither and thither and just be a wild child in tumbling. It's not that different than how she is normally, though. So that one's on me. And then I then went out with my friends. I got my nails done. I did a pedicure this time because I just actually, I guess I can talk about this. I did my own nails. These are the Dashing Diva, what color did I just do? 778, that was what it was. These are the Dashing Diva semi-cured nails where you like do nail wraps and you cut them to your nail length and then you cure them under an LED light. And they're supposed to last for 14 days. I did them last Thursday. This is the gummy bear color. It's one of their holiday colors. And so far, it seems to be lasting pretty well. I will keep you guys updated on how these hold up. But so far, they're doing fine. I've had my hair, because my hair is very fine. Sorry, so if I run my fingers through my hair might get, like, stuck underneath. But that's just because my hair is so fine. Like, so fine. Unfortunately, Holly inherited my hair, and that makes it impossible to style. Like, she can slither that little hair out of any hair tie or hair clip I put in. Headbands, too. And she doesn't know it's still. That makes doing her hair a pain. Although, I did learn how to do topsy tails on her, which is where you, like, pull the ponytail through underneath. And they look adorable on her. Her hair is very short, so it's not like much of a loop yet, but I did it on myself, and everybody was like, that is cute. Obviously, it would be cuter on a child than, you know, an adult, but I think these are all going to be smalls. The rest of these colors are all going to go in small things. I don't know if I'm going to have enough smalls. I might have to just start tossing some in mediums. We'll say this one will go in a medium. Anyway, I don't think it might take me a full hour to kit this up. Maybe I should start it. Oh, if it doesn't take me a full hour to kit this up, I will start it. We'll break for me to do the washi because, you know, I have the tripod kind of sitting on the top half of the canvas right now. But 3713. Nope, that's not what that was. What color was that? Guys, I don't know what color I just put in here. Oh, it was 818? Yeah, it was 818. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So, what was I talking about? We're just kind of pushing through with our life. But anyway, I will let you know how these nails hold up. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form, so I don't think they even are on Amazon. That's the only affiliation I have, but yeah. And then what else is going on? So I just got a pedicure done. Oh, I will say one thing. My aunt, God bless her, surprised me. Normally on Friday nights, my aunt, my uncle, as in, you know, my aunt and uncle, as in my dad's brother and my dad's sister, they're not married to each other. They're brother and sister. Come over with a couple cousins and we play cards. But randomly, on Friday, we did not have enough players. Like, we play a game called Liverpool Rum, and you've got to have at least 4 players for it to be fun, and we did not have enough. We had 3 people willing to play, and I did not know this at the time, but my aunt did. And when she realized that, she called around, and she found a massage parlor that just opened up, and she booked me a 2-hour massage, which was, I think, the sweetest thing anyone has done for me recently. I wanted to cry when she called and she told me, and she sent me the appointment information. Like, she got me same day appointment, 2 hours, and oh, it was beautiful. I have knots in my back like nobody's business. I walked in, I gave the lady my name, and she was like, yes, I spoke to your aunt, and you're a teacher, so I already know you're going to be carrying it all in your shoulders. And she is not wrong. Not wrong at all. But I'm going to book an appointment to go back to her because I really loved her. She's got a small local shop. And she did an amazing job. I love deep tissue. And lately, when I was in New York, you know, you could get like the, I always want to say Shih Tzu, but that's not it. Shiatsu? I don't know, but the one where they do the trigger points, with the elbows and like stand on you, and she did that. And I was so happy because since I left New York, I have not found someone who does that. All the deep tissue massages are just people pushing on your back harder than usual. Like, it's like I think of that like style of massage where they're not like really digging into you with like elbows, heels, like, you know, pushing where it doesn't hurt a little bit. I think of that not so much as a massage, so much as like, not a deep tissue massage. I think of that as like Swedish plus, which if you've never gotten a Swedish massage, that's where they like don't do super deep pressure. It's just mostly like relaxing things. I will say I think 2 hours was a little long for a deep tissue because I was sore the next day. But that also is a good sign. And my knots are like totally gone. They're coming back now because I went back to work. But she did a great job. I'll absolutely be going back. Might not be going back for a 2 hour, you know, torture session, but I find that I have like really bad chronic knots. Like, you know, you can roll them, you can move them. I have a friend who actually, she's a fellow teacher, and she was just like 1 credit shy of getting certified in massage therapy. And sometimes they like to do my back. And even she sometimes is like, you have a problem. That's what chronic anxiety does to you, you guys. Chronic anxiety and bad posture. But I'm feeling much better now. And I do know that if I get massages like that regularly, I do tend to have less pain. So I think that is an investment I am going to have to make. And I don't say have to as though I'm complaining about getting a massage. I'm not. I love it. The thing about it is, though, is it has to hurt because, like, they're working out knots and muscles, and you have to be able to relax, like, while they're hurting you, so that they're not, like, trying to massage through extra tension. And I know what I'm describing probably sounds like just torture to some people. It is not for everyone. But as we know, I like things that are painful that have good end results. Let's consider. I loved the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. Painfully long, beautiful results. I prefer my diamond painting kits to be square and full of confetti. That's why this kit is my nightmare. It's circles and so much color blocking. Long, tedious kits that, you know, are gorgeous in the end. Love them. So happy about them. So, shocking no one. That's how I like my massages to be as well. Kind of painful, but in the end, the results are great. And that is what I needed. And then I got pedicures with my friends the next day, and it was awesome. Because, I don't know, even though I see, like, most of those friends pretty regularly, because it's a whole group of us that used to work together, and now I'm in a group with 2 of them, and we're back at the same school, which is great. But there were people that aren't at our school there, and it was lovely to see them. So even though I see a lot of my friends very often, like daily, it's still nice to, you know, just be able to sit down and like talk outside of school. Because when I see them at school, it's usually like, you know, everybody's still finishing up after school, or like, you know, you're passing each other in the halls. There's not time to really sit down and talk. So it was lovely. I love that. And then I had D&D on Saturday night, which, yes, is Dungeons and Dragons. We are coming to the end of a campaign, and I'm going to be kind of bummed when this campaign ends, because I have been playing this character that I'm absolutely obsessed with. He's a Goliath, which is basically a giant, and he's a barbarian, which if you don't play D&D, that's like a fighter. Barbarians are known for being very good at fighting. They're very tough, quick to rage and anger, and also not very charismatic and not very intelligent. There's trade-offs in all D&D characters. Like, you know, some characters are very good at this and other characters are not. What did I just do? 169. Code 169. All right. Anyway, he's a Goliath, he's a barbarian, and he's a vegan. Which, I have a friend who plays D&D. She's not in that campaign with me. But just hearing her say that, she gets really mad every time. She's like, Sarah, barbarians need meat to be healthy. I was like, I don't want to tell you, he's a vegan, and he's a sweetheart. And he's not very charismatic, but he's also not very bright. Not very bright at all. So, I think we did the penultimate session last time. That's the session right before. We've been hunting this big bad. I guess I can talk about it because it's homebrew content, which means that it's content that our DM made up. It's not like content that you would go out and buy from one of the books. 23. Essentially, there's this thief named, it's set in a city of Ankar, is what she called it, and you're in a city and you're bounty hunters, and you and your party, your friends, are trying to catch this thief called Dax, and no one really knows what he looks like, sounds like, or anything, but he has stolen something. No one knows what, but something from, like, the emperor of the whole country. It's basically you're in New York trying to find this really famous thief. And it's kind of a miracle that we have made it this far, because our party is not the brightest. We dumb. We real dumb. Or as my friends would say, we real pretty. We real pretty. 37. No, I did that one already. What color is this? I don't know what color this is, you guys. Is it 23? No, I did 23. I don't know what color this is. I'm going to set this one aside. And we'll just do process of elimination. We'll see what's left at the end of all of this. All right. I'm going to put the sticker on first this time. 22. So I'm going to be bummed when that's over. We're not meeting. We meet every other week, so we don't have D&D this Saturday. But we'll have D&D the following Saturday before Thanksgiving. And then I'm hoping that we'll take a break. Maybe. And just start another campaign in the new year. This will be our second time finishing a campaign. And I don't know what we're going to do. Right now, my sister has been DMing, and she's been doing an amazing, phenomenal job. And she's been talking about a sequel to the campaign we're doing right now. And I'm not opposed to it. If she has a sequel, I'll do it. But other people might want to DM in the meantime. I don't know. So it's... gonna be a fun surprise I'll have to figure that out. Probably at the beginning of the next session, we'll take a vote. And see where everyone falls. It makes sense now that I'm thinking about it also. This is about the kit, not about D&D. That all of the colors besides these massive color blocking ones are small because there's just not that much room left on this canvas for other colors. That's just not a thing. God, it's crazy. All right. I've got 3 small containers left. Let me game plan this out for a second. I have 3 small containers left. So some are going to have to go in medium kits that don't need to go in medium kits. I'm going to organize them into over 1 gram, under 1 gram. And just the smallest ones left are going to go in the small containers. That's logic. Okay. So these are all over 1 gram. This is the smallest number at 0.34. So we'll do that one. It's symbol 31. It's the X. All right. That's fun. That's fun, fun, fun. Oh, can't believe this. I am kitting up this kit. I don't want to do this kit. Oh, all right. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. All right, we're going to do this one. This is the second smallest. Oh, symbol 18J. Color 18, symbol J. My D&D group has actually never done... I should talk about how my D&D group started. It started years ago. I play with a bunch of friends from college and my sister. And it started years ago when our original DM, he's not DM anymore because he DMs he's in 3 D&D groups total and he DMs the other 2. And so while he initially was DMing us, when we finished his campaign, he asked if we could switch, which was a very valid request that we were totally willing to accommodate. But anyway, he came over to my apartment one day. My apartment back in New York was like the gathering ground for our friends. And he wanted to start a D&D campaign with a different group of friends. And he was like, you're all writers and creative types because, you know, my sister's a writer. She is not published in fiction, but she's a reporter now. And the other friend that was there, Alice, wrote fan fiction, which I also wrote at the time. And he was like, so you guys are 3 of the most creative people I know. Help me come up with a D&D campaign. He gave us a very loose, like super loose concept. Like, you know, you've woken up in the middle of a field. Like, what are your characters? And we're like, okay. And so we all sat down and we made up these characters. And we built, like, the premise is that you are in a field, and before there had been this whole vibrant city. And he ultimately did change it. Like, that wasn't the intro he wound up going with for it. But that was the premise as he described it to us. And this was years ago. Like, years ago. Like, I think I might have still been in grad school when this happened. You know, and so we sat around. And he asked us a very simple question. And we went way, way, way too far with it. Like, very hardcore. We fought up like very detailed backstories for these characters in this world, and we figured out who all of our characters would have been in this world and why it then makes sense for them to be the ones who need to go off. In fact, to the point where the character that I created and built up for this campaign became so integral to the campaign that when I didn't play it, she's an NPC. My character is an NPC in that campaign when he DMs it for people that are not me. And then we never played it. He went off, he took it to his friends, he played it, and they were like, this is an amazing campaign. It has some of the most detailed and well thought out backstories we have ever seen. And, you know, he did give us credit where he was like, yeah, I essentially just, you know, brought over a bottle of an adult substance to my friend Sarah's house, and we made it up. But anyway, I was, fast forward to now, I've left New York, he's left New York, Alice is still in New York, my sister's still in New York, and we had a, like, monthly game group where we were playing Among Us, like, once a month, but with the four of us and then Alice's boyfriend, but I don't know, it wasn't quite as much fun. Like, we didn't have really a big enough group for Among Us to be like a super, super good time. Because you do need a lot of people for that game. And I was newly pregnant with Holly. And kind of in this mood where a lot of my usual content was making me feel nauseous and sick. So I was, you know, just sitting around rewatching things. And I rewatched the old D&D movie, which if you've never seen it, it's really funny. I do recommend it. I know it didn't get very good reviews, or it didn't do very well at the box office, but it is a funny movie. So I was watching that, and I texted that group, just being like, hey, Will, do you remember how we created a campaign that you have run several times now that everyone has said is amazing, and I created a character so integral to that campaign that she has to be an NPC? He was like, yeah. And I was like, how come we never did that? How come you never did that campaign with us? And Emma and Alice, who were there when he created it, were both like, yeah, how come you never did do that campaign with us? How come none of us have ever played D&D? And so that is how our D&D campaign, our D&D party was formed. And we finished that campaign. We took a hiatus after I gave birth, obviously. But we finished that campaign last year, or about maybe 14-ish months ago. And when we finished, Will was like, hey, I'm in 2 other D&D groups and I DM both of them, so I need someone else to take over if we want to do another campaign, which we all wanted to do another campaign. And my sister took over because she'd kind of been creating a D&D campaign, like on the down low the whole time. And she has done a phenomenal job. Like, we have had a very good time. She comes up with all these really interesting backstories, and she's done like plays happening during the campaign and wrestling happening during the campaign. She's a great narrator. And I don't know if she's going to want to do it again. I have not asked her. I know that she has actually started DMing for another group, and she says she really loves being the dungeon master. Like, she really loves it. So I would support her. I would not mind her DMing again. She did a great job, but we'll see if somebody else wants to try it. And I think, I don't know. It depends, I guess, on what they're thinking and if anyone else is feeling confident about it. Let's see. This was the color that I missed, 3861. That was the color that I didn't get. Okay. So. Whew. I don't know, guys, if I have it in me to start this tonight. I don't know if I have it in me to start this tonight. I know I should, and that it would be smart to start this tonight. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Let's organize these colors before we do anything else. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out all of the containers that are empty. And how I like to do a kit like this. I say as though I do kits like this normally. I don't. But what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna do it by number. I organize by symbol normally. I know I have a whole video where I'm kitting up Elegance Fuchsia, and I'm kitting it up by symbol. But here's the deal with Elegance Fuchsia. That has 198 colors. The strategy for how I kitted it up had to be different for survival reasons. How I normally like to do it is I like to do numbers and then the alphabet. Because I like to do it by symbol. So there's 3, and then 5, 6. I already can tell I'm gonna need another row. This is the nice thing about trays like this. I know that there's Elizabeth Ward. I prefer Diamond Art Clubs just because you can fit more colors in one tray. But I like that you can move everything around with these kinds of kits. Not kits, trays. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 does not. Oh yes, it does fit. Perfect. Okay. Is there a 10? I don't think there's a 10. Let me double check. Seven. That's what I was missing. I knew I was missing 1. I was missing 7. So we'll do 8, 9 up there. Okay. And I'm not seeing a 10. Then we'll do alphabetical. So I know here's A, and there's an uppercase B and a lowercase b. There's the lowercase, there's the uppercase. B, B, C. Sorry, I've stopped talking about life. It's kind of hard to do this and talk about life at the same time. 0, that's a 0. Is that a 0? No, that's an O. R, M, E, Y, D, T, S. I'll move the D because I'm going to need that soon. F, S, N, H, L, C. There's E. Just making sure there's no lower cases that I missed. Z, Y, M, R. And then this works out because Z is this background color over here that's huge. That'll work out well. Okay, I'm not seeing any lowercase e's or d's, so I think we're good to move on to F. And I know there's a lowercase f. I saw a lowercase f. I think. Yeah. All right. H. I know the alphabet. H. I teach reading. One would hope I know the alphabet. J. And J. K. K. I'm not seeing K. There it is. Does it fit? No. K. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. I missed I. I don't know the alphabet. I, J. Was there an uppercase I? Let me check. I only see a lowercase I. So it's T, L. I also missed G. My God. I don't know the alphabet. Oh my God, you guys, that's so bad. I teach reading and I'm not doing the alphabet right. It's because I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. All right, I was checking for an uppercase I. no, uppercase I, K, L, M, N, O, and then P. Q, I don't recall seeing a Q. Q, no Q. R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. There we go. Organized. And then I'm just gonna put the rest of these back in so that they don't get lost. Oh, we've kitted up this nightmare of a kit. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I will start it for you guys, though. So, no one say I never gave you anything. Okay. I don't know if I can make this one fit. I'll have to set it off to the side. I don't think this one has ever had diamonds in it. There's no sticky things on the outside. I think this one has never... No, that's not true. I've had this thing completely full before. Okay. Here it is. All right. I'm going to take you guys off for a sec because I need to put down washi tape. And how much filming time do I still have? 10 minutes? I don't know. I'm going to leave it here for tonight. I'm tired. I don't want to start this thing tonight. I don't want to. I barely even wanted to do this. We're not pushing it too hard or too far. I know I whined a lot. I'm going to keep whining. You're going to hear a lot of whining from me about this kit. This is going to upset my OCD. I can't get this one to fit in. Normally it would fit in, but it's just, you know, the way this is shaken out. It won't fit. It won't fit now. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Anyway. See? The kitting up process even annoyed me. Okay. We're going to leave it here for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your caffeine is hitting just right and that your crafting is going super well and better than mine. Don't torture yourself like me. Make smarter decisions. Bye.